Today I wanted to compare the Bbia Your Mauve palette with the Icy Nude palette. This one's mine and this one's my sister's, and when I saw it I was like, oh, I think both of these palettes have some similar shades. So yeah, that's the reason why I wanted to compare it with everyone. So these are all the shades from the Bbia palette. And now on the other arm, we are going to be swatching the Icy Nude palette from Huda Beauty. These are my first impressions of the palette because I haven't used it much. Just a couple shades I liked. I was like, oh, let me swatch this and let me swatch that. Okay, so now gold standards. This one's kind of grainy for some reason. My favorite shades are actually Poised, She Reach, Oneself, IDGAF. Diamond Dew, I feel like it's pretty as well. I feel like this palette would be perfect for olive skin tones, at least most of the shades. This one's so grainy as well, Bling. So grainy. I mean, this is the grainiest shade, and I don't like when a shade, a glitter is grainy because I have memories of school festivals and using glitter on my eyes as part of the costume makeup, and then getting those glitters in my eyes. It was hell on earth, really. I couldn't stand the pain I went through. I had to get my eyes flushed, and yeah, it was really hard to clean my eyes. And then this, I feel like this is one of the prettiest glitters I've ever seen. Because look at that, it has like two shades. There's like a copper one and a silver one, and maybe there's also a gray one. But yeah, when these combine, it's like a shifting metallic shade. I'm not really sure, but it kind of shifts. So yeah, there is like a copper tinge in there. Then we have Lavish, and we also have First Class. So these are all the shades. I feel like there are some similar shades. Like, I feel like some of these are similar. Maybe this one or this one. But obviously, the glitters are not similar at all. This one, I think it would be great for people who prefer more natural makeup. Maybe people who aren't big fans of glitter and metallic shades. Although honestly, is there anyone who doesn't like glitter out there? Or this could also be a complementary palette to another glitter palette, because I feel like there are people who buy a specific glitter palettes, maybe a ton of them, and then they could just afford to buy this one and complement it with glitters. Because I don't know, how much glitter are you guys using on your eyelids? I feel like the amount of glitter you need to put on your eyes is so minimal for it to pop that I'm always like, if I bought myself a glitter palette, will I ever go through it all? How many years would that take me? And I mean, personally, maybe a glitter palette isn't made for me because I'm not a big fan of big glitters on my eyes. Maybe because I kind of have a little bit of trauma. Although I also like the metallic shades. I really like metallic shades, even though I don't use them much for now. I want to try them because I like the smoky metallic looks. If I have to compare the shades, I feel like this or this one will be similar to this one. And then this one feels cooler than this. Like, But then these two, this one and this one, they are kind of similar as well. But yeah, these are more saturated than these ones. These ones are kind of pale. So if you have a deeper skin tone, I really recommend the Icy Nude palette over the Bbia Mauve. And if you are fair and a beginner, you could use the Bbia palette because it will be harder to mess up your makeup. If you want an all-rounder palette, you have this one for 70 euros. And then if you want more natural eyeshadows, more natural glitters, I recommend this one. For fair skin tones, this is also really pretty. I want to show you the paler shades with eye primer. This one is a keeper for me. This eye primer is my favorite. On this style, it was unavailable for a while, but they recently put it back in stock. I think this one in specific from VDL helps you with hyperpigmentation around your eyes because I personally rub them a lot. I use this and yeah, it helps get more of a blank canvas to use these kind of really pale shades and have them pop more. This is one self with primer and without. And then we have IDGAF with primer and without. And then we also have Avalanche with primer and without. I really like both palettes, but I wouldn't buy this one myself. You know, this palette is my sister's and I wouldn't buy it myself because there are quite a few shades I wouldn't reach for, and I feel like it's a waste if I buy a palette this expensive, $70, if I don't like every shade in it. As for this one, it was only 19 euros. I've seen it go for 14 euros in some flash sales from Yes Style, and I really like every shade here. I feel like I will reach out for every shade. And the shimmers, they also have, they are unique, slightly unique, you know, but pretty much they are quite similar. And if I like one of them, I know I like them all, you know. And as for this, I wouldn't reach out for gold standards. I wouldn't reach out for bling because I don't like the grainy texture. Also, Avalanche, it has a grainy texture. I wouldn't reach for this one for sure. This one I'm not sure, but this. So yeah, 71 euros for this palette. I can see it happening for me. But as for you, if you like every shade here, then go for it, for sure. And from this palette, if you like every shade here, and you can also buy it. But if you miss some sparkle, you can also buy a separate palette for it. I don't think we should limit their palettes for the shades they have present for only that, because I feel like we reach out for one palette. Personally, I do, maybe because I'm not that good at makeup, but we reach for one palette and we are like, oh, so these are my options. Well, no. These are not your only options. If I also had this palette, I could reach out for this one and then complement it with other shades. So yeah, no, I'm not limited to this. I also have like The possibilities are endless. If I only reach out for this palette and I feel like, oh, I need some metallic that can make this eye look pop, then I could reach out for this palette and use this metallic or this metallic. And if I want some highlight, I could reach out for this palette and use this one or this one. Like, you know, you can complement palettes however you want. And I really like that this palette has more portability. You can take it on the go or you can travel with it. And if I had this palette in my bag, I will be constantly worried. But if one of the shades shatter because the palette hit my purse, like my coin purse or whatever. Okay, so this was my comparison of the Bbia Your Mauve palette and the Huda Beauty Icy Nude palette. Dupe? Not really. I hope you liked my video. If it's so, then please like it, subscribe, comment. I would love to hear your thoughts. Do you prefer this kind of palette or this kind of palette? Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you soon again. Bye.